Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator, and it is Friday, so we know what that means. It is a Friday funny, and like most Friday funnies, it is not a haha funny, it is a wrong funny, and we really need this man, DT the Donald, to expose this wrong because why? Well, the wrong that's this week is Bobby Kennedy Jr. and, Mr. Environmental himself. And this man will be running against him since Bobby just threw his hat into the presidential race. And here we are. This is the Defender. This is from Children's Health Defense, an organization that Bobby started. It's an April 13th, 2023 article. It's 9:30 at night, April 13th, Mountain Time. When I'm making this, definitely toxic. Hundreds forced from homes as Indiana plastic fires continues to burn. Oh, that's right. And why are we using plastics? Oh, that's right. I remember because no environmental voice will allow the solutions the world needs starting since November 93. And who does that include? Oh, that's right. That's right. It includes Bobby Kennedy since 98. If you've seen some of my other videos, Bobby Kennedy has a chapter in the book I put out in like 2011, 12, 13 maybe, and no one's read it. I knew no one would until I actually somehow would let me achieve and I got my global break. But I did it to document a few things basically, and did Bobby care he has a chapter in this book? No. Does anybody? Sundance? No. Redford? No. I mean, they admitted in court, in documents, when they did not dispute any of the facts I prevented, that they are preventing solutions frauds since shortly after November 93, regardless of their fraudulently promoting gore in themselves that they care. Bobby Kennedy is right in that category. And this title, Stop Terrorism, U.S. Style Greenhouse Gases and Weapons of Mass Destruction, it's not because you Americans are just emitting so many greenhouse gases. It's because U.S. law is not preventing terrorism, is terrorism. So if you know of an event that's going to happen and you don't stop it, or, get the authorities on it, and it happens, you're responsible for it. So all of these environmental voices that are out there telling you that all of these really bad things are going to happen if we don't have solutions, and they're all preventing the solutions the world needs, well, then that makes them responsible for these events. And right now, Bobby Kennedy, okay, and his children's health defense right here is very much responsible for this event. Bobby Kennedy himself could get this situation solved. But will he? No. No, Bobby Kennedy doesn't care. So, it says that this fire has been burning for several days, sending huge plumes of black smoke that doubtlessly contain toxins into the environment. It said the facility is now used to store large amounts of plastic for resale and recycling. The Indiana State Fire Marshal Steve Jones said the smoke is definitely toxic. There is a host of different chemicals that plastic give off when they're on fire, and it's concerning. And that about 2,000 people in a half-mile radius were ordered to evacuate. Right here, the chemicals that can be released when plastic burns include dioxins, furans, mercury, polychlorinated biphenyls. Dioxins, furans, and PCBs have similar toxicity levels, according to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, which says that people who have been unintentionally exposed to large amounts of these chemicals have developed a skin condition called chlorins, liver problems, and elevated blood lipids. Animals exposed to the chemicals in lab studies have developed cancers and reproductive problems. High exposure to high amounts of mercury can rapidly cause serious lung damage, and low concentrations can cause neurological disturbances, memory problems, skin rash, kidney abnormalities. The fire chief, Tim Brown, told investigators that there's plastic inside these buildings. There's plastic outside the building. There's plastic in semi-trailers that are throughout the grounds here on the complex. So we're dealing with many types of plastics. It's very much a mess. He said that the facility had been a known fire hazard and that the owner had been warned of the danger and posed by their storage methods. We knew it wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when this was going to happen, he said at a press briefing. And, it certainly was a matter of not when, but if things like this are going to happen when all environmental voices haven't allowed solutions that would have taken us off of using plastics and gotten us on hemp, and all of this would not even be happening. Okay, but down here, the defender even puts this in his article, in their article. It says that Philadelphia Inquirer columnist Will Bunch argued that the disaster would not have happened without the fossil fuel industry foisting plastics on the world as its plan B to sustain profitability. Oh, okay. And what the defender fails to mention is that they, yes, the defenders and their leader, Bobby Kennedy, have refused to get the world off of plastics. It isn't the fossil fuel industry. Okay, there's a lot of people to blame here, and that very much includes Bobby Kennedy and Children's Health Defense. Even though they have a little thing at the end here, worldwide production of plastic has nearly doubled since the start of the 21st century as oil and gas giants look for profitable ways to use their fossil fuels, while a climate change weary world looks increasingly to transition towards wind or solar or electric cars, Bunch wrote. Okay, but nothing about ending our use of plastics, which are the ones that are burning here, which are so easy to do if only Bobby Kennedy would allow solutions. So right here tonight, I texted Bobby Kennedy, the Children's Health Defense. I get this to Bobby. Oh, and top CHD. It usually always says CHD there every day. I'm like, are you kidding me? CHD Defender article about toxic Indiana fire censored that the fire happened because all environmental, I should say, voices since November '93 and Bobby since '98 have prevented getting the world off plastics. It's one of my Friday Funny videos today. Correct this article. I'm available to get to work immediately. And then I sent them a screenshot of the article and I say correct it. And oh, I am sure they are just going to get on that and give you the truth. Yeah, sure they are. And what's Bobby putting out on Facebook? Well, he doesn't have anything about this on Facebook today, but he 2 days ago he wished his phenomenal mom, a happy birthday. So let's just, what did she get headlines for recently? Oh, that's right, I remember. That's right, his mom Ethel Kennedy. His father Robert Kennedy was the president of John F. Kennedy, the brother of the president. He was the attorney general who was assassinated in '68 running for president, for the young audience out there who might not know. But their mom, oh yeah, that's right, she's been a fan of Che Guevara for years. Oh yes, an agent of Fidel Castro. That's right. So it says her son revealed that the 92-year-old has a subversive streak and even named her dog Che after meeting with the former Cuban dictator Fidel Castro at the height of the Civil War, the Cold War. They said her adoration of the guerrilla leader came to light when a now deleted image of Ethel was posted on social media showing her on a sofa in her Palm Beach home with Javera in the background. Well, I took a screenshot of that post, and yeah, here's Ethel, and there is her communist Yeah, a little who she admires. And this here is the person who posted it. And she's in this article down here. She is right here, Mariah Kennedy, and she's married to one of the Comos. So yeah, here's that communist revolutionary. That's Bobby's mom and his father, and there's Bobby with his mom, and so yeah, there's the Kennedys. As I said in an article before, maybe they never were on your side. I don't know, but yeah, this made a big stir to the point where yes, they took this down. No, not that one. They took down this post. Okay, now if there was nothing wrong with this, why would she have taken down this post? Oh, that's right. Okay. And you know what's wrong with that picture? It's pretty much the same thing as the Defender, Bobby Kennedy's publication, and Bobby Kennedy's company pretending like they care about this fire when their inaction has virtually caused it. So that is why tonight we are laughing at Bobby, and that laughing is truly just acknowledging how truly wrong Bobby is. And since no media will tell you this, including the independent truth media, including Mr. O'Keefe, who, journalism without fear or favor. But will he expose the man he now calls Kennedy? I was out hiking with Kennedy, and I was out hiking with Kennedy. He's all impressed that he's hanging with Bobby. Is he going to expose him? No. Alex Jones? No. Mike Adams? No. Glenn Greenwald? No. Tucker Carlson? No. Rebel News? No. Any other independent media out there? No. So we need this man here who, Bobby Kennedy running against him in a presidential race is going to be talking about how much DT doesn't care about the environment when Bobby Kennedy himself is responsible for this event and so many other events because Bobby's voice alone, absolutely, beyond a shadow of a doubt, would get the solutions the world needs implemented if only Bobby Kennedy actually cared and would actually do something good. But he won't, so we are just going to laugh at him tonight and recognize how very wrong he is. So stay tuned, people.